100 games, 10 games a day. Indie of the Year 2013 Top 100 sponsored by DISSENSION on IndieDB. Vote for your favorites at IndieDB.com.
Conscript is a PC/PSP game which takes place in an alternate universe based on the original Half-Life 2 storyline and locations. You play as one of the conscript soldiers, part of Earth's remaining military that has been conscripted into the Combine Army. As the lowest rank of human Combine soldier, what starts off as a simple relocation for guard duty turns into the last fight of humanity, with you stuck in the middle. The PC version is on the 2007 Source Engine as a mod, while the PSP version is a cut-down version that uses modified Quake Engine and Quake C, which doesn't feature the full single player but will have its own exclusive content. This game will require Half-Life 2 Episode 2 to play. Whilst the game is still in development, it looks very exciting and promises to bring a lot of fun and hours well spent on this game. Developed by Diversity, this game is placed in the top 100 by IndieDB.
Darkout, developed by ALLGRAF. Darkout has been in development since July of 2011 by a small group of people from very different countries, ranging from the UK to South Africa to France to the Netherlands. Behind the game, there is Adrian Baninga, an industry veteran who has been working in the CG field since 2000. The main features of the game are as follows. It has a big sci-fi theme with elaborated graphics, great survival components, a light versus dark combat system, and a huge exploration and strategic component. The game was officially released on January 9th of 2013 and currently has an 8.8 on the rating scale over at IndieDB. Pick up a copy of Darkout and go to where no man has gone before. Malevolence, the Sword of Arcanox, developed by CUMQUAT. Malevolence, the Sword of Arcanox is a procedurally generated, turn-based, first-person roguelike set in an infinite world with infinite environments, items, weapons, spells, potions, NPCs, quests, and yes, even dialogue. It's been made out of Australia, but it involves teams from all around the world. The game was released on January 30th and has made it to the Steam Greenlight. It has gotten an 8.5 on the IndieDB community rating scale. Pick up your copy today.
Pirates by Mariscus. Pirates is a multiplayer FPS themed in the 18th century Caribbean. You are placed in the role of a pirate and will find yourself battling other packs, competing for precious booty, and working together to pillage and plunder ports and villages. Your arsenal options consist of firearms, melee, and explosives. Some of the great features contain a multiplayer combat, customizable pirate player, melee combat like swords, axes, and more, ranged combat and explosives, a large variety of maps with unique objectives, humor and gore, and a custom map and mod support. The release date has not been determined, so make sure to keep an eye out for this upcoming game.
RenegadeX is made by Totem Arts and has a set release date of sometime in February 2014. The conflict between the Global Defense Initiative and the Brotherhood of Nod originated in the late 20th century, when a meteor carrying a mysterious substance struck the Tiber River in Italy. It was named Tiberium, which composed of valuable elements. Although Tiberium has proven to be an important source of income when refined, it is fatally toxic, and its contagious spread threatens all of life on Earth. GDI was formed in 1984 by the United Nations as an international security force set to combat global terrorism. Conceived as a united peacekeeping military force, GDI depends on the technology and sophistication of its weapons and the superior training and loyalty of its officers. At the same time, the Brotherhood of Nod, led by the charismatic Kane, grew to prominence, working largely in third world countries. Wherever there was discontent and unrest, there was Kane. With the promise of a new world order and a bankrolled by the illicit Tiberium research and trade that Kane made famous, Node began to gain power. A few scattered, disaffected units grew into an army with a powerful atomic weaponry, ruthless tactics, and a Tiberium fortune. Where GDI stands for international stability and the containment of Tiberium's expansive spread, Node seeks to overthrow the established order and build a world centered on Tiberium research. Rimworld is being created by TYNAN, Sylvester, and Ludian Studios, and currently has no set release date as of yet. Rimworld follows 3 survivors from a crashed space liner as they build a colony on a frontier world at the rim of the galaxy. The developers have always thought that the best part of a game like Dwarf Fortress and The Sims was the story that comes out of them. That's why Rimworld is being designed as a story generator. It's not about winning or losing, it's about the drama, tragedy, and comedy that goes on in your colony. To keep things interesting, the game creates events like pirate raids, trader arrivals, and storms. But these events aren't random. Rimworld uses an AI storyteller, modeled after the AI director from Left 4 Dead, who analyzes your situation and decides which events she thinks will make the best story. There are several storytellers to choose from. Cassandra Classic, which aims to create a rising curve of tension over the course of the game. Early on, the most dangerous things she'll do is send a psychotic squirrel after you, but later on, bands of scavengers will arrive. In late game, look forward to combined arms attacks from mercenaries mixed with lightning storms and crop lights. If you want a traditional tension and difficulty curve, go with Cassandra. Phoebe Friendly is for players who just want to build and watch a colony grow. She'll occasionally create minor disasters, but nothing that would threaten the existence of the colony. If you want a more relaxing game about growth and success, choose Phoebe. And Randy Random follows no rules. He may give you one amazing stroke of luck, like a trader selling an advanced technology or weapon for a low price, or a group of helpful immigrants, followed by a near unbeatable pirate attack, combined with an electrical fire. If you think losing is fun, you might want to try Randy. All in all, the entire AI storyteller sounds like a very unique twist on the game, and I am looking forward to this game whenever it releases.
Shijie by Dissension Team. Shijie is a short adventure game that combines action with platforming. It is a mystical experience where you can switch between two opposite characters, battle the enemies, and find your path through this mysterious world. The game was released on November 20th of 2013 and had a rating of 8.5. To find out more about this game, you can visit their website at shijiethegame.esy.es. The Red Solstice by SYRUSTRS. The Red Solstice is a strategic, team-based action shooter from top-down perspective with a strong focus on unique and cooperative multiplayer. It is set in humanity's dark final hours on a lonely, isolated colony of Mars. It's one of those rare games that go beyond standard cooperative games in which players only need to watch for friendly fire and item setup. Some of the great features contain intense multiplayer for up to 8 players. It has great emphasis on teamwork and tactics. It has replay value, as well as 35 different ranks and 35 unique medals earned throughout multiplayer play. It also has 8 unique and distinct character classes and fully customizable characters. The release date has not been determined, but keep an eye out for this amazing game.
Tired of shooters that make you reload, aim down sights, and hide behind boxes like a spineless coward? Reliant on heartbeat detectors, regenerating health, and kill streaks? Feel like something is missing from your life shortly before a 13-year-old with a headset ends it amid a hail of slurs and profanity? Well, get ready for a blast from the past. Bloodcrusher II Killfire, sequel to the hit 1992 shooter phenomenon, Bloodcrusher 3D. Promises the most incredible action you can handle. Bloodcrusher II, a coming-of-age story, randomly crafts story levels, enemies, and weapons, forcing players to use both skill and caution to proceed. Build up your kilometer on a global scoreboard and fill your blood gauge for mega maximum carnage. With Liefeld-inspired art design, Quake-inspired gameplay, and violence so controversial it was subject to a congressional hearing, Bloodcrusher II Explode All Heads Edition will sate all your repressed murderous urges. Bloodcrusher II, The Spinebreaker Files, the mega hit of the 1997 season, is now coming to your personal computer by direct download or a 75 floppy disk set. IndieDB places this game in the top 100, and although the game is still in development, it looks set to be the one to play till the early hours of the morning when your bloodlust is at its highest. Developed by Contraption Studios, keep an eye out for this game and be sure to send them some blood-filled, smattered love.
Try by Rat King Entertainment. Try is a first-person 3D game with environmental puzzles and an immersive atmosphere. Experimentation is the key, thus players can create their own geometry to solve puzzles and reach hidden places in weird constructions. The first prototype was created in 48 hours for Ludum Dare themed It's Dangerous to Go Alone, Take This. Several months of development later, Rat King presents the overhauled second version. The features contain freeform 3D platformer in first-person perspective, create triangles to overcome abysses and reach unknown places, walk on walls and the ceiling, collect treasures and solve puzzles. The final release is expected to come out on the first quarter of 2014.
While we still have a few more to go, voting closes the same day this video was released with a few hours to spare. Be sure to go explore the Top 100 page for the titles we have yet to cover and go vote for your favorites. A link to the Top 100 is in the description.